who looks stupid.
Oh, Lord. And we are live. What's going on, LBHT crew? Good morning. Good morning, Rogue Nation. Good morning. What we gonna call your crew, Ferris?
Leeches.
Leeches. Wow. Wow.
I was going to say sports friends or something like that. You guys are good friends, better rivals.
The good people at Let's Get Ready Network.
There you go. Yes. The Let's Get Ready crew. All right, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Well, good morning, everybody. We are back. Okay, this is part of our test run. I changed up the name. I'm experimenting with names. I'm going to see what the people like. Last week I called it the Morning Roundup. This week I'm calling it Sunrise Snapshots. Oh yeah, mind blown. I know. I know. So who got in here? Just Ala, what's going on? Says good morning, LBHT.
Still brainstorming.
Good morning. Yeah. I don't know how our offense can operate with no blocking. We're gonna get into it in 1 second. Grail's in the house. What's going on? Grail says wake and bake. Okay. All right. I hope you're talking about cinnamon rolls.
Facts.
Hey, man,
Adelia's in the house. What's going on, Adelia? 86 Ghost Bazel's in the house. Salute to you. Says we have no names for our crew. Honestly, we'll work on it. Don't worry, we'll work on it.
The Delia Lights. Yes, she runs things.
Yeah. What's your story, Ferris? Quickly.
Yo, man, I ate an ice cream today shaped like a chicken wing. Or drumstick. My bad, a drumstick. Yeah. Pretty nice. It's like it was good. It's like vanilla ice cream and like it was a waffle cone in the middle and like had like breadcrumbs. It was pretty nice. It's pretty nice.
Okay, chicken ice cream.
Yeah.
Good job. All right, let's get right into it.
Ooh.
The Ravens beat the Browns 23-16 in a very ugly game, but a win is a win is a win. That O-line is all me and Brady could talk about yesterday. I couldn't even wrap my mind around how well the defense played, and they did play. They did a very good job in that game. Our guy Mark Andrews, he is the franchise record holder for most receiving yards held by one player, surpassing Derek Mason, which is, I mean, look, man.
Look how you have two tight ends in your top three.
Yes, and look, congratulations to him. First and foremost, congratulations. That's cool. But they put him on the list of other tight ends that lead their franchises in receiving yards. Just take him off.
It's not even close. It's not close.
The next person I think is like 5,000 yards more than him. Like just take him off. Coach says, thought y'all was doing 6:30. My bad. I had to do a little time adjustment, make sure that I had enough time for people to talk and whatnot. So this might go a little bit longer than 15 minutes. I want to make sure I get out of here early because, like Coach, I got a certain time I got to be up out of here. Okay. Appreciate you coming through, Coach. DDSQ is in the house. Got the win. Hopefully Lamar is not banged up for the process. All right, let's get into it. All right, what do you guys think about the game?
I think we were blessed and highly favored. We had Dylan Gabriel and Shedeur Sand as a quarterback. If there were any other starting caliber quarterback in this game, things might go a little bit differently. Because when Shedeur came in, my God, they just blitzed and blitzed and blitzed. And their offensive line didn't have anything. And Shedeur he just wasn't prepared because he hasn't been given any starting reps. It's clear Kevin Stefanski does not like him. But the defense did play a lot better than they have. This offense is just pitiful. The blocking is atrocious. The coaching staff doesn't know how to make adjustments. And even towards the end, Zach Orr went back to his old reliable soft zone, and they could have tied the game, even with that backup in the game. So luckily the Ravens are now at 500. We can move on from here, but division games are tough. And we made it tougher on ourselves just because we refused to put in a starting offensive line that is serviceable. We refuse to make any type of adjustments during the game. We can watch Daniel Falele turn around and stare at Lamar Jackson for half the game, and he's still a starter. So we just lucky.
Ferris.
I was asleep.
That's okay. That's all right. That is not
I'm not. I'm
fair.
not gonna sit. I'm not gonna sit
It,
here and lie to you and say I watched the game because I didn't. But if
it's
I,
a,
if, but I feel like every game has been the same game for the past the entire season. It was, with Lamar, without Lamar, you almost lose, or you do lose, or Lamar has to bail you out somehow, or you're praying to God that the team you're against stinks it up because that's what's happening.
well, not this game. Lamar didn't have a good game.
Yeah, because I heard, because I watched the post game when you were
The
on. You
pick
said
six he threw.
this was
The
his
pick six
first
he
game. He
threw.
played very badly.
Yeah, he did. He threw a pick six, but that was not his fault at all. He hit Keaton Mitchell right in the numbers, and Keaton Mitchell just bounced it up in the air.
Mm-hmm.
The second one, I guess that's up for debate. Some people say Roger Rosengarten shouldn't be standing right on his hip. He bounced the ball off of Roger Rosengarten's helmet. I feel like you saw him. You gotta throw around him or throw over. He tried to do that little sidearm thing. That bounce. That was a first.
Right.
Yeah. That was a point where I got a little nervous because we just got an interception on Shedeur Sanders. I was like, all right, we'll take the lead here, at least get some points, and we immediately turned the ball right back over. And then Kyle Hamilton almost got the ball right back on the next play, but he dropped it. But those are the plays. Who was arguing with us? Who was arguing with us on the overtime show about him and Ed Reed?
Just Allo? No, not just Allo.
No.
Attitude Pop.
Attitude Pop. That's the difference between
him and Ed Reed.
Kyle Hamilton and Ed Reed right there.
Mm-hmm.
If there's a ball that's in the vicinity that can be intercepted, Ed Reed is going to intercept that ball and take it to the house. It's not going to be, oh, I almost had it. Kyle Hamilton is not Ed Reed. Nobody's Ed Reed, so that's not even a diss to Kyle Hamilton.
Kyle Hamilton could be perfectly suited for the Green Bay Packers defense. Them dropping 6 interceptions today.
Just Al says he's tired of Kyle Hamilton. I'm not tired of Kyle Hamilton. He's a good player.
He's a good player, but he's not as great as people make him out to be. Because even in the game last year versus Cleveland, he had the interception in his hands to end that game, and he dropped it. And James Winston threw the game-winning touchdown. Very next play. So for somebody that's getting paid $100 million and supposed to be this defensive player of the year candidate, he's supposed to be on Lamar Jackson's level. He sure does make a lot of plays that he don't make.
Yeah, not his fault, right?
I mean, dropping balls is his fault.
Yeah. Oh, look who that person is in the chat. Go to sleep, Brodney.
Right.
Hey, guys, I have something for him.
Who's this man?
It's for you, Brodney.
Thanks for coming through, B. All right. Yeah, so look, the Ravens, they're 5-5. Okay. They're 2-0 in the division, and they have the Jets next week. So very high possibility that they will be back on the winning side after next week. So even for as bad as they played last week, still got the win. And in the AFC, or NFL as a whole, but especially the AFC, all you have to do is win. Anybody can be beat. All right.
Yeah, that'll be if you beat New York, that's 5 in a row.
Yeah. All right. Let's keep it going. Let's go over some the rest of the games of Sunday. At least we got a game tonight, so let's pull up. Let me see if I got the right one here. All right, okay. So let's do a quick recap. The Patriots beat the Jets on Thursday night, 27-14. The Dolphins beat the Commanders Sunday morning in Madrid, 16-13. That was unfortunate for the Commanders. They had their chances in that game.
Marcus Mariota.
I'm sorry for the Spaniards.
No, why? They got an entertaining game. It was an entertaining game. Packers 27-20 over Ferris's Giants. I thought the Giants had that one in the bag. Not sure what happened in that one. I didn't see that.
We decided to start passing the ball at the end of the game, even though even though we had 36 rushes for over 300 and 135 yards, and none of the rushes going for negative yards. So I was like, why don't we just run the ball again? They're like, nah, I'm gonna let Jameis throw it.
They said nope.
To Jameis's point, he didn't lose y'all the game.
No, he didn't. But that play was, people are gonna blame Jalen Hyatt, right?
He stopped.
No, he did stop, but you clearly see that the corner knew that it was going to be a corner. He literally is waiting in the back of the end zone for the corner route because he read Jameis's eyes. He telegraphed it. He played outside leverage on the corner route. He was waiting for him to throw the ball.
Facts.
Yeah, him stopping would have is horrible, right? But the best case scenario would have been Jalen Hyatt would have had to play DB to stop the interception. He was going to get picked off anyway. But Jalen Hyatt's career is over. He's a bum. So it is what it is.
Wow. Okay. All right. There's your Giants recap. All right. Next we got Texans beating the Titans 16-13. Panthers, we discussed last night, beating the Falcons in overtime 30-27. And I'm gonna put this up real quick because Bryce Young did something historical for the franchise. Most passing yards in a game, surpassing Cam Newton's 432 yards. They can't do that in his rookie year. I feel like he did that.
I think so.
Probably so.
Wait, didn't do that in his first game?
I think
against Green Bay.
It was either the first or the second game.
Yeah. Because
Bryce
I know
Young
he broke a record in one of those two.
Yeah, Bryce Young 448 yards. I believe he had 3 touchdowns to go along with it. Excellent day for Bryce. Excellent day. Bryce he catches heat. He catches heat from when they don't do well. Sometimes he plays a little flat, but this man's clearly showing you he's clearly showing you flashes of a franchise quarterback, right? And that's something that you can work with. So congrats to Bryce Young. Congrats to the Panthers. They're back 1 game over 500. They're half a game out of first place in the NFC South. So and they play the 49ers next week. So they're another team, 1 game at a time. All right.
If Bryce Young played the Atlanta Falcons every week, he's the greatest quarterback on God's green earth.
Facts. All right, next we got the Bears beating the Vikings 19-17. We got the Jaguars destroying the Chargers. I don't know what's going on here.
Justin Herbert got knocked out the game.
Did he?
Yeah. He did?
30.
Yeah.
I just lost my quarterback. Probably like Easton Stick.
Easton Stick.
Somebody.
He was a draft. I think Easton Stick. Draft to the darling when he was first coming into the league.
Yeah.
But the Jaguars demolished them 35-6. Bills beat the Bucks 44-32. They got some extra points late. That was actually a good game. That was a good game
until Baker threw that interception.
And I want to bring this headline up here real quick. This is, just some quick talking points. We're gonna just kind of touch on these, and then we
Trey
might
Lance.
A little bit more. Oh, that's right.
Trey Lance. That's true. Yes. I forgot it's Trey Lance. Yeah.
That's right.
NFL bust.
I didn't even get this one up. Hold on. I'm gonna pull this. I'm gonna pull this headline up real quick. All right. So Keon Coleman, who I thought, and forgive me if I'm wrong, I thought he was the number 1 receiver in Buffalo. He was a healthy scratch for the game. The plan all week was for Coleman to play, but that changed when he was late to a meeting on Friday morning that led him to being inactive. So you're shaking your head, Hendo. You're saying he's not the number 1 receiver there? Apparently not. You don't bench number 1 receiver for being late.
He's not. Number one receiver is Khalil Shakir, and he had 1 catch for -3 yards.
That's not
right. And for just I don't know what's going on in Buffalo, but being late to a meeting caused for you not to start. Maybe miss a quarter.
He was inactive.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah. Like I'm with you. That's crazy. He was drafted to be the number 1 receiver. He was the very first pick of the 2nd round. He was, I think, receiver 2 or 3 that year. So this is a complete failure on Brandon Beane's part by picking the wrong receiver in that draft, I guess. Steve Smith rarely gets receivers wrong. He does get some, but not all. He said this dude can't create separation.
He never could.
It's like exactly. And nowadays in the NFL, you need to create separation. You need to be a better route runner, and he can't do that.
So
you can't do that.
Being late to you guys' point, doesn't make you inactive for a game. To me, it doesn't even keep you out the game. You might get fined.
Yeah.
All right. But being late to a meeting and you taking him out the game, that just tells me he's just not good.
Yeah.
And just and let that be the story. I don't really like these headlines that that kind of attack the player's character, right? Because that's pretty much what they're doing. He's not playing because he's lazy and he shows up to meetings late. And I mean, all right, we ain't got to hear all that. Because if he could ball, that's not a factor at all. I don't care if he showed up to a meeting late. Can he play or not? Can he help your team or not? So what? So if he was out there balling like AJ Brown, right? And I mean AJ Brown, he might be showing up to meetings late. He's not happy. He's not getting the ball. If he had an attitude, but he's a playmaker. He's playing. So I don't get on this moral high ground and you're doing it because you have standards. You don't have any standards. The standard is performance.
Also, to Adelia says apparently Deion Dawkins basically said you need to grow up. So the locker room may not be feeling him either.
Yeah.
But then that's all it proves again to your point, Jose. Even if he was balling out, the locker room would accept it. They would leave him alone, right? So yeah, you're not good and you're childish.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, he's the team's third leading receiver and second in touchdowns.
Yeah. So all right, we'll touch on that a little bit more on probably on Wednesday, because that one I saw that headline. I was like, I don't like that. All right, the rest of these games, Steelers beat the Bengals 34-12. Aaron Rodgers exited. He hurt his wrist. Says the initial concern that Aaron Rodgers has is in the words of one source, which is Aaron Rodgers, a slight break, his left wrist, but the Steelers quarterback will undergo further testing Monday to determine the full extent of the injury and how long he'll be sidelined, per league sources. So he might miss some time. I think this is his way out. I think he's done.
He quitting.
Yes. His performance was expectedly declining. The team isn't looking as great as he thought he could make it, and he's like, this is a good way for me to just hang it up.
Thanks.
So but they got the win with Mason Rudolph. Okay.
Eminem.
49ers beat the Cardinals 41-22. Rams beat the Seahawks 21-19. Where Sam Darnold threw, was it 4 interceptions?
4.
Yuck. And his teammate had his back. Good for him, but he's absolutely wrong. It is Sam Darnold's fault.
Facts.
It's 100% his fault. You lost by 2 points. Your quarterback lost you the game, but it's okay. The Broncos in a stunner. It's a stunner that it's a stunner. Okay, right. They beat the Chiefs 22-19. The Broncos are 9-2. They lead the division. The Chiefs are 5-5. And we're saying this is a stunner. This is how crazy the NFL is. But here we are. The Lions lose to the Eagles Sunday night, 16-9. We talked about the Ravens beating the Browns 23-16. And tonight we have the Cowboys taking on the Raiders.
Wow.
I think they thought both teams would be much better than they are, and I understand. I thought they would.
They knew Las Vegas wasn't going to be any good.
I thought they would be better, right? I thought they'd be competitive. Geno Smith,
exactly.
I thought he was going to be a solid quarterback. Still, they drafted Ashton Genty, who I thought was going to be Jonathan Taylor this year, and he's not. Pete Carroll, everybody loves Pete. I thought they'd be more competitive, and here we are. So,
and the Sunday night game was decided on a pass interference call that a lot of people are not agreeing with.
It wasn't decided on a pass interference call. That there was no guarantee. In fact, I would argue that the Lions weren't going to score. They hadn't been able to score all night. They were just that pretty much made sure. That was making sure that they can drain the clock out. But if they didn't get the pass interference call there, they would have to punt the ball back to the Lions. And the Lions, they needed a touchdown to tie it. That wasn't going to happen.
Well, this week proves that, the second echelon of QBs, the Jared Goffs, the Sam Darnolds, their old habits will rear their ugly heads and will cost you games. Last year, like I said, Jared Goff had a chance to show everyone that the Lions are his team and he's going to win them a game. And he completely crumbled underneath the lights against the Washington Commanders. He threw 3 interceptions. One of them was for a touchdown. And there it is. If it ain't perfect, they don't succeed. Great quarterbacks don't need perfect.
Yeah. All right, give a couple shouts to the chat real quick. Whitney Dang says, "Good morning, nice win."
Good morning.
Yes, against the Browns. Hope we beat the Jets. Yes, same here. Oh, look who it is. It's Attitude Pop says, "Why is our offense so bad? Besides the offensive line, why are we so predictable and keep rolling right, tailing and the whole field away from Lamar?" The offensive line is bad. We'll get more into that on Wednesday. We're getting out of here in a minute. What they need to do at this point is dumpster dive for guards. And I mean, look for people that have been cut, retired. Just they need to have a tryout. But I promise you, if they do that, the O-line will look better, because I don't think people understand how bad these guards are playing.
Talking to you saying Vince Compali, some guards.
And I know every fan base looks at their team and they criticize, some of the players on there that may not be as good. You ain't never seen anything as bad as Falele. Or Voorhees.
I would say Voorhees. Yeah.
You haven't seen anything when you can't touch a player, when you block your own teammates. You don't see that. Okay, you don't see that anywhere else. Okay. What's up, Caleb? Says, "I just want to see my team win once in person."
Keep dreaming.
He's on 3.
If you lose tonight, if you lose to the Raiders, Caleb.
I told him on the show, if he loses to the Raiders, Caleb never go to a game in person ever.
Mr. Chad, salute. Appreciate you coming through. Let's see. Jay says, "We people on the team that's better already." We need people on the team that's better already, I think is what he meant to say.
I think that we had people.
Oh, we have people on the team that's better already. Oh, well, I mean, hopefully I don't like doing the projection. We do that too much here. I hope Emory Jones is better. I hope Carson Vincent is better. I hope Ben Cleveland is better. But listen, I hope these guys are better.
Right.
Well, we don't know.
But how about this? How about this? How about you spend a 3rd round pick on a healthy offensive lineman?
That too.
Or a 1st round pick on a lineman that you could and I get another safety.
Yeah, to the offensive lineman.
You don't get mad at, and then how about you don't get mad at us when we say the Ravens made a bad pick in the 1st round by getting a safety?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. We're gonna go over this and then we're gonna get up out of here. 72 people in here, by the way. Hit that like button over here on Lunch Break Hot Take channel and over on the Rogue Pod. Hit that like and subscribe button. We're both trying to grow. Ferris, tell the people where they can find your content at.
Guys, you can find me 2 places. Good Friends, Better Rivals. That's our sports channel. Every Friday, 5 o'clock Pacific. Me, Caleb in the chat talk NFC East. And then on our entertainment channel, we're on the entertainment channel, which is the post credits, movies, reviews, you name it, we do it.
All right. Okay,
Jones.
If the playoffs were to start today,
who?
The playoffs.
No, so you said Mike Jones, and I said who?
I said Rod Jones.
Oh, Rod. Okay, my bad. I heard Mike Jones.
The playoffs started today. This is the playoff picture. Broncos number 1, getting the bye, Adelia. Getting the bye.
Yes.
9-2. All right, there's Yolanda. What's going on, Yolanda?
What's up, Yolanda?
Patriots at in 2nd place, 9-2 as well. Colts 3rd, 8-2. Steelers 4th, 6-4. So those are your division leaders right now. And then your wild card spots will go to the Bills at 7-3, Chargers 7-4, Jaguars 6-4. The outside looking in are Texans, Chiefs, and Ravens, all 5-5.
You know what this looks like? This season is wild. This looks like Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Andrew Luck, Phillip Rivers, Ben Roethlisberger, Mark Brunell.
Mark Brunell, dang dog.
This is wild.
That's David Garrard right there, man. David Garrard right there. Yeah, someone was like, "Oh my God!"
Byron Leftwich.
Yes, yeah, Byron Leftwich. Someone said, "Oh my God, it's 2008 all over again."
This is
I
weird.
was like, "Yeah.
1 week at a time. Okay.
All right.
Anybody can be beat. Anybody can make it to the Super Bowl over here. Really over on the NFC side too. NFC is looking better,
Broncos should
you
be
know,
8-3.
yeah. And anybody it should be, but they're not. Okay, they're 9-2. Okay.
Giving up
That's how
33
that's how it works.
points in a quarter.
That's how it works. When you score more than the other team,
You win.
you win.
That's unnecessary. Everybody should have been fired after that game. I would have fired everybody.
Wow.
Like Brian Daboll would not have been allowed on the plane.
All right, we're gonna wrap it up there. We're at 25 minutes. Hope you're enjoying this. Subscribe. We are going to be live tomorrow as well, and on Wednesday. So that's the lineup for now. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. If you want to see more, be a little generous with your donations, be a little generous with the memberships. One way you can support it, you see that I think it's in the pin link. I think I put it in the pin link. Patreon.com/LBHTShow. That's how you can sign up for our membership. Patreon.com/RoguePod is how you can sign up for Hendo's. Ferris, how can you sign up for yours? You have two. You have Patreon and is it Ko-Fi or Coffee?
Honestly, I don't know anymore.
Nobody knows.
Yeah,
Nobody
knows. Yeah, well, patreon.com/LGR_network and our coffee page or Ko-fi page at ko-fi.com/LGR_network. Patreon, you can do annual subscriptions, which saves you a little bit more money, or you can do a Ko-fi. It's Ko-fi, I guess. It's Ko-fi. You can do an annual subscriptions on Patreon as well as you can do a month-to-month thing. But on Ko-fi, you can do the month-to-month thing, or you do a one-time donation if you want. So you get a bunch of options. We're like Baskin Robbins.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Like real dairy.
Okay. All right. That's the end of this stream. We are getting out of here. Enjoy your day. We'll see you tomorrow. Let me take this out. All right.